Hello, all right. I'm Isaac, and I'm going to be presenting a reason of why we should take a call to action on a specific topic that I think is very important here in the United States, that is often either ignored, pushed to the side, belittled, or simply not spoken about in a very candid manner. So, from 1999 to 2018, the prevalence of obesity in our country went from 30.5% to 42.9%. Obesity-related deaths are the number one leading cause of preventable premature death in the United States. So, we went up by about 13% in the leading cause of death in the U.S. from 1999 to 2018, and we have not directly addressed it really as a society. If anything, we've kind of pulled away from criticizing that because there's been movements of body positivity. You don't want to be fat shaming, and not that you should fat shame. I don't think you should criticize people on their weights or appearance, but being that weight, especially heavily overweight to the point of obesity, can be a health concern for yourself or for those around you, for your loved ones. I think people need to take a kind of strong stance against obesity and say, hey, if people are reaching this point, we need to take strong measures to make sure that they don't, or to pull them back from it, which is where my solution to the issue of obesity is exercise, specifically running. Running is a cheap sport that most anyone can get into. You don't need to have a certain kind of equipment for it. You don't need to go to the gym. You don't need a pool. You can just do what you need to do. You just put on your pair of shoes, some running clothes, whether that's shorts, joggers, whatever. You go outside and you go for a run. It's no problem. And the nice thing about running is nearly anyone can get into it. You can start at your own pace. You don't have to be running fast. You don't have to be running at anyone else's pace. You just do what works for you. The beauty of the internet, there's so many different training plans. Literally anyone can hop on YouTube. There's so many guides, so many running progressions that have been set up for people for, if you weigh this much and you want to progress to this far, go ahead, use this training model and plug in your numbers and go from there. Running is excellent for a number of reasons. Number one, it gets you outside. The vitamin D in the sun and the fresh air that you have when you are outside, automatically, whether you're running or not, even if you're just walking around, is calming to both your senses, to whatever is going on inside. It's relieving, and it begins that release of endorphins that goes off in the brain that you need. That happens right before you start exercising. The running itself, running is one of the most time-efficient ways to burn calories, in that you can just go out, you start going at your pace, and within 10 minutes you'll be burning more calories than you would lifting weights, or if you were playing a specific kind of sport. The only thing that usually leads in burning calories is swimming. And the reason I didn't suggest swimming is because not everyone has access to a swimming pool. While running, quite literally anyone can put on a pair of shoes, go outside, go on a run. Running also is a bit more, I feel, it's your own pace. You don't have to do anyone else's run. You just have to do what you can do. You focus on that, and the results are quick. Because it's such a time-efficient method of burning calories, the results show relatively soon. If you go 2 months directly running every day, even if it's 1 mile, there will be a substantial difference because weight literally comes down to caloric intake. If you eat 2,000 calories a day, and you're only supposed to be having 1,800, so you're going 200 over, maybe those 200 that you went over, you could spend time running. And with the running burning down those calories, you can easily diminish that number to whatever it is you need to stay fit. My call to action for you guys would be that anyone who's watching this video, take the time to really consider doing a running program, whether it's 5 minutes by yourself outside, whether it's 1 lap around your neighborhood block that you usually do a walk around. But start running, instead of just walking it out. Go ahead, try a run, try something new. Try it at a pace you haven't gone before. Focus on your breathing. Focus on a nice, easy form. And most anyone will quickly see the results that from day one to week one, by the end of that week, you'll feel more comfortable already running longer distances, running faster times. And like I said, there's so many available resources on the internet to how to become proficient at running. Not even excellent at it, but just basic proficiency, that you too could become a really good runner. My visualization is seeing a nation where that number of 42.9% of the rate being of obesity slowly diminishes and diminishes and diminishes. Not because we're prescribing pills, not because we're having the surgeries that cut weight from people's bodies, but simply because we are taking care of our bodies ourselves, taking the time to go outside, to run, or even eating right. But more so, the focus that I would like for people to buckle down on is exercise. Because even if you are having an abundance of caloric intake, if you're able to burn those calories out through the running, it cancels out and you're good to go. So yeah, there is a problem of obesity, but the solution is running. Anyone can run, anyone's capable of it, and you just start at your own pace and get to it. Over time, you'll see the results. And I think if we as a country took that on, and took this attitude, this stance of, we're not going to let obesity control us. We are the masters of our own bodies here. We will see probably increases or decreases, I would like to say, in depression, in preventable premature deaths, and an overall growth in truly happiness, because when you are fit, you are naturally more happy because you have more control over your own body. And control is something a lot of people lack when they get to the point of obesity. And being able to reel that in and know that you can maintain that is empowering. And we need empowered people. So go ahead, empower yourself, go for a run, fight obesity. Don't be okay with it. Yeah, that's my speech.